Did you call bank? I called game.
What's up, Pack Nation? It is Pack Gaming here. And if you couldn't guess by the we're talking about three-point shooters, and specifically the best in every single team in NBA 2K18. The reason I wanted to make this is for two reasons. I've noticed lately when I play 2K, three-point shots are really important. Like, usually I drive in 2K when I play online, but like shooting threes I've been like doing more than ever. And so I wanted to talk about who are the best players in every single team to know that who are your most important weapons on every single team. And also Kyle Korver is lighting up the Celtics right now for the Cavs, and I wanted to know, is he actually the best three-point shooter on the team? So that's what made me make this video. We start off with the 76ers like always, and we are with JJ Redick. JJ Redick has an A grade three-point shot above Marco Bellinelli, who's a B+. So JJ Redick is the best on the Sixers. Next, we have a tie with Malcolm Brogdon and Tony Snell. However, Brogdon has a better overall three-point rating. So whenever it was a tie, I looked at this right here. It was the three-point open, the three-point contested, and the three-point moving. So I'd average those out, and whoever had the higher one of the tied players was the better three-point shooter, and that was former Rookie of the Year, Malcolm. For the Bulls, we have Denzel Valentine. So he's only a 74 overall, but he's the best three-point shooter on the team with a B+, which is not bad at all. Up next, it is the Cavaliers. As I was talking about, Kyle Korver, he is the best three-point shooter on the team. Kevin Love and Jose Calderon aren't really that far off, and so are all these players. There's a lot of B+ three-point shooters on this team, but Kyle Korver not only has the badges, he has the high rating, and he's honestly, according to 2K, one of the best three-point shooters in the NBA right now. For the Celtics, it's not Jason Tatum. I know it says A- Jason Tatum, but it's actually Kyrie Irving, because Kyrie Irving has way better overalls when he's healthy, and even though he's not healthy right now, when he is healthy, he is better. So he is better. But if you're using the team on Play Now Online, right now, it's Jason Tatum. Does that make sense? It makes sense. Up next for the Clippers, it says it's a three-way tie with Patrick Beverley, Austin Rivers, and Lou Williams, but it's actually Austin Rivers, not only for the badges, but also the overall ratings. I personally believe Lou Williams is an amazing three-point shooter, but that's my call. Obviously, Austin Rivers is pretty close. For the Grizzlies, it is Wayne Selden Jr., so even though he's only a 73 overall, he's an A- three-point shooter. But I say you take the risk with taking Tyreke Evans over Selden, both shooting guards, and he's just slightly worse. And I think Evans has better badges anyways, so take Tyreke Evans. For the Hawks, it is Kent Bazemore. Even though he may have lower ratings than these two, he actually has better badges, so there you go. For the Heat, it is Wayne Ellington. Wayne Ellington has one of the fanciest names in the NBA. It's like Beef Wellington, but with Bruce Wayne. He has an A-3, and he's a pretty good player, so I say use him for sure. For the Hornets, it is Cardiac Kemba Walker. He is a B+ three-point shooter and has amazing badges. Use him every single time to pop those threes. GG. For the Utah Jazz, it is Jingles. You can ask the Thunder all about his three-point shots. He's pretty good. For the Kings, it is Buddy Hield easily. Buddy Hield is a great three-point shooter, and he's still really young. He might even be one of the better three-point shooters in the NBA. He's on a bad team, so it's kind of hard to tell. So we have a three-way tie on the Knicks, but it is Porzingis. Trey Burke has better ratings, but Porzingis has much better badges, like way better badges. And he's taller, so he can just shoot over anyone. For the Lakers, it is Josh Hart, the best Fortnite player in the NBA. Josh Hart, an A three-point shooter. He has no badges, but neither does Brandon Ingram. And Caldwell Pope badges are not as strong enough to overcome Josh Hart's good ratings. For the Magic, it is DJ Augustin with an A3, and even though he's a 76 overall, he can shoot threes, so just pop him. For the Mavericks, it is Seth Curry. Dirk isn't too far behind, and he's much taller, but has better badges, but Seth Curry has the blood in him. Joe Harris with the A three-point shot. I think Allen Crabbe's better. I think he also has better badges, but according to 2K, it's Joe Harris. In my opinion, though, it is Allen Crabbe. For the Nuggets, it's the person that I was completely wrong about, Gary Harris. He's a good three-point shooter. He's a good NBA player. I'm sorry, Gary Harris. I love you. For the Pacers, it is Darren Collison. You know, Bogdanovich is pretty good too, but I think Darren Collison maybe slightly better. I don't know. I'd probably take Bogdanovich over Collison, but Collison isn't bad at all. For the Pelicans, I 100% agree it is Etuan Moore. Even though Drew Holiday showed up in the playoffs, Etuan Moore is a really good three-point shooter. For the Pistons, one of the better three-point shooters in the NBA, Reggie Bullock. I know we don't really hear a lot about this dude, but he had a great season. Like compared to his last season, he had an amazing season this year, and he's a good three-point shooter. Van Yeet for the Rockets. We all know about him. He's a good three-point shooter, and it's not really a secret. Even though, personally, I'd take CJ Miles over him. That's just my opinion. For the Rockets, we have a tie with James Harden and Chris Paul. But as you can imagine, it's James Harden. It's James Harden every single day, every minute. For the Spurs, we have a four-way tie. So even though there's 4 people who have B+, ignore Patty Mills. I don't know why he's even here. I think Bertans has better rating than Patty Mills. Forbes is good, but he has like no badges. It's Danny Green and Kawhi Leonard. Kawhi Leonard is slightly, I mean seriously slightly better than Danny Green, just based off badges. But Danny Green's like right behind him, but it is Kawhi. For the Suns, it's Devin Booker, and that's no secret. Troy Daniels is a good three-point shooter, but it's Devin Booker. For the Thunder, it is Paul George, and that's not a secret. For the Timberwolves, it's actually Karl Anthony Towns. I was thinking like, is that true? But it kind of is. Karl Anthony Towns, their center is their best three-point shooter, the only team that has that. Nemanja Bjelica, who's also a big, is pretty good, but according to them, not as good as Karl Anthony Towns. For the Blazers, CJ McCollum, I agree completely. For the Golden State Warriors, we have a tie with Klay Thompson and Curry. The Snake is obviously a good shooter too, but it really is Curry. Just rating wise is so much better than anyone else in the NBA. And then for the Wizards, we have a three-way tie, and even though Otto Porter was kind of close, it is actually Bradley Beal. And those are the best three-point shooters for every single team in NBA 2K18. Do you agree with 2K? Are there some players on your favorite team and you're like, no way he's better than him? Leave it in the comments below. And if you like my channel, please give it a sub, and I'll see you guys next time.
Did you call bank?